So back with another video, guys. We are going to start fixing this Wrecked Subaru. What we're going to do here is we're going to start working on the whole bonnet. You can see all the little indents and stone chips that we've circled. Now we're going to be using obviously a sanding pad with some sandpaper. We're going to be going into 240 grit first, isn't it? Double check. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to go in 240 grit first. You may be wondering why I've got this in my head, but Curtis is going to quickly, in my head, yeah, it's part of me. Okay. So Curtis is going to quickly show you this footage, and then he's going to jump it back to the normal camera. So what we're going to do now is we're going to be switching between the two. I'm going to wear it a few times, Jack's going to wear it a few times. We're going to go in depth on this panel. Hopefully we can get it pretty much somewhere today. To the point of where it's done in this video, and then once we've done that and gone in depth with this, you'll start seeing progress on, for example, one video for the one side of the car. We just want to go in depth so we can show you exactly what we're going to do with the panels themselves. So we are aiming to have this pretty much done in approximately 10 parts, shall we say, which isn't really that much when you consider it's going to be like an hour and a half of video time, maybe a little bit longer, but again, over 10 weeks this is going to be finished. So, without further ado, Curtis is going to jump between the GoPro footage and some camera footage, and you can see exactly what we're going to do. We're going to finish rebuilding this Wrecked Subaru.
On the corner of Queens and Young, underneath the August sun, we were young and we were dumb, jumped the gun and fell in love. What's on your mind? The stupid lines you hid behind. I like Drake, you like Bono. You drink Jose, I sip Moscato. You love LA, I miss Toronto. I feel like I'm on my own. We both know where this is heading. We both tried to write our own different endings. Started out with good intentions. To our collections.
So the first things we're doing here is we're using obviously the sanding block and the sandpaper to get rid of all the chips, all the imperfections in the bodywork. You can see here there's still a little chip. I'm not sure if Curtis can see that. Yeah. But right there is a little chip. So we need to keep sanding until that's gone. We probably are going to go all the way down to primer. Maybe even metal in some parts, but again, this is where we put a rust prevention stuff in after. You'll see that process later on down the line when we get to this. So the goal right now is literally just to smooth it all out, make sure that there is nothing left. The end goal really with this is not to be painted after. Well, it is in the sense of we are going to etch prime it and then we're going to high build prime it after. Once that's been done, obviously the car will then be wrapped. So it's not going out to be painted, it's actually going out to be wrapped after, which is one of the things that a lot of wrap companies do, is they do body repairs before they wrap. But again, it's one of them things that you don't necessarily do unless it's on a full car or a full, like say, rebuild, so to speak. So we're going to carry on doing this, get rid of all these, and we'll be back with you shortly.
Years went by, we realized that what we had was all a lie. Never said what's on your mind. The stupid lines you hid behind. I like Drake, you like Bono. You drink Jose, I sip Moscato. You love LA, I miss Toronto. I feel like I'm on my own. We both know where this is heading. We both tried to write our own different endings. Started out with good intentions. our collections.
We've now just quickly cleaned the bonnet, just with a literally wet microfiber cloth. We've gone over it just to get rid of all the dust, well, majority of it. Now we can see some like areas right here. You can see that there's a couple of more dents. It is actually rust under there, so we are going to have to sand that a little bit deeper to get rid of that. We're just going over it now to see exactly where we need to go. Majority of them are all out. There's just a few little specks like that. There's a couple this side. A couple this side. There's a big hole here we need to fix. But no, there's only a couple of things that we really need to go over. So this kind of just lets us on an insight of what else we need to sand. Once this is obviously all done, we will probably leave this to dry out overnight possibly. Again, we just want it to dry on its own naturally rather than forcing it to dry. I mean, we need to clean it all up ready for obviously the painting, the rust primer, and then the etch primer and the high build primer. So we'll be leaving it literally 24 hours between each one because we don't have a room to heat that up. So you guys are going to see this all in one video, but we're just breaking this down for you guys so you know exactly what work we're putting into each of the panels. We did this exact same process with the 350. So we didn't really show that or we went into a little detail, but we didn't go into anything major. So this is why we're doing this first video. Again, like I said, the other videos, we're not going to keep explaining this, we're just going to crack straight on with it. But again, you guys can see exactly what we do put into these cars. So right now with this Wrecked Subaru, we are going to finish getting all these little bits out. We're going to leave it to dry overnight and then come back to you when we are laying the rust primer.
Saw you, you saw me back and I felt no, please don't be shy. I know that you feel like me too, don't be afraid. Give me your love, baby, give me your hand now, and I just wanna go with you anywhere. I feel like I'm not awake, I wish you could take me away, but not that we happen today. Give me love, give me up, give me all you can. I feel like I'm not awake, I wish you could take me away, but nothing will happen today. Baby, I just want you to say, are you, are you, are you, are you, are you, are you, baby, I just want you to say, are you, are you, are you, are you, are you, are you, baby, I just want you to say. You saw me back and I felt no, please don't be shy. I know that you feel like me too, don't be afraid. Give me your love, baby, give me your hand now, and I just wanna go with you anywhere. I feel like I'm not awake, I wish you could take me away, but not that will happen today. Give me love, give me up, give me all you can. I feel like I'm not awake, I wish you could take me away, but nothing will happen today. Baby, I just want you to say, are you, are you, are you, are you, are you.
So this has had 2 coats now of rust prevention primer. It probably will be going through a 3rd coat, but we're going to see how that is. Again, we've got the X primer and the Hybrid primer to use as well on top of that. This will bring out any imperfections in the actual bodywork itself. You can see it's quite smooth already. Yeah, you can't see any of the stone chips that was there before, which is absolutely great. But again, it's going to get so much better and so much smoother. Once that's all finished, we're then going to go over it and wet sand it all to make sure it's all nice and smooth. Then that hopefully should be the panel finished and ready for wrapping. Again, like I said, we will pick up this in about 2 seconds for you guys.
You saw me back